This is home. Your Alaska Link with Trill Gates starts right now.
Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Trill Gates. School districts across Alaska are left hurting. State lawmakers came up short in their attempt to override Governor Dunleavy's veto of their education bill. Your Alaska Link's Ian Stewart has reaction to the blow and what happens next.
And so by a vote of 39 to 20, the legislature has not overridden the governor's veto.
One vote. One vote was all it took for state lawmakers to override Governor Dunleavy's veto, but that didn't happen. This means that SB 140, with all its benefits, will not be going to schools across Alaska. Tom Claymeyer of the National Education Association of Alaska shares what some of the school districts will be doing.
They're going to be handing educators pink slips and letting them go. They're going to be increasing class size next year. They're going to be cutting popular programs. And it's often those programs that keep kids in school.
And it wasn't easy to hear the news.
This is a huge setback financially for districts. They've been in crisis for quite a long time.
SB 140 had some federal funding for internet services with a deadline that's quickly coming, meaning that they'll have to go back to the drawing board and pass something quickly.
I think at this point it's incumbent on the House to, come up with a solution to this, and we're happy to work with them. But thus far, the multiple compromise bills that we've suggested, they've ultimately rejected.
And in a news conference, Representative Tom McKay shared that the bill probably wouldn't have survived anyway.
It became obvious to us over the weekend and the past couple of days that SB 140 was primarily a spending bill without much policy.
If they were to pass something, they would have to have the bill passed and signed into law by the 27th of March in order to be eligible for the federal funding. Ian Stewart, your Alaska Link.
A U.S. airman stationed at J-Bear died in the line of duty while performing maintenance on a fighter jet. U.S. Air Force Staff Sergeant Charles Crumlett of Illinois was just 25 years old. According to a statement from J-Bear, Crumlett was only working on base in Anchorage for a little over a month before his tragic death. No one else was injured during the workplace incident at J-Bear. An investigation is ongoing. Also in Anchorage, the Alaska Club has banned a man from their facilities after he allegedly exposed himself to a child. It happened last month at the club's location in South Anchorage. The victim was just 4 years old. Authorities are still searching for the suspect, 41-year-old Natchez Dunlap. If you know him or know where he is, call Anchorage Police. Ballots should have been mailed out for the municipal election in Anchorage a week ago, but some voters are saying they still haven't gotten one. Election officials confirmed to Your Alaska Link ballots were mailed out and should be on the way. If you're worried and want to request a replacement, you can call election headquarters. We've got the phone number on our website. Ballots for this election are due April 2nd. You can mail them or put them in one of the secure drop boxes around the city. And if you want to learn more about the 10 candidates running for mayor of Anchorage, we've got you covered. I spoke with all of them one-on-one for our special assignment series, Behind the Ballot. You can check it out anytime on our website or go on over to our YouTube page. According to the calendar, winter is over and spring has just begun, but many Alaskans would say otherwise. Your Alaska Link's LaShawn Donaldson spoke to folks who are excited for the longer days and warmer weather.
Signs of spring are slowly appearing, from melting snow off the trees to dripping water from bulletin boards.
Didn't realize it was the first day of spring, but it's pretty nice.
People in the community are looking forward to seeing no more snow.
I like that the sun actually has some warmth to it now. But yeah, breakup is going to take a long time this year, I think. So
I'm looking forward to our 3 feet of snow to going away rather quickly, like it does in Anchorage.
For Alaska, now that the sun's shining, it's okay. I mean, we don't have to wear as many clothes, but it'd be nice when the snow melts.
And some people tell Your Alaska Link what they're hoping to do this spring.
Warmer weather. Get out and walk the dog.
Wash my car often. Get outside and do some hiking and enjoy the longer and hopefully sunnier days.
Others already have their eyes on summer.
Yeah, just waiting, put the boat in the water, waiting to go fishing, and just waiting to go to summer.
I really want to get out there more this summer and do some summer hikes and get out and enjoy Alaska this year. So, yeah, I'm excited.
And now that spring is here, summer is just 3 months away. LaShawn Donaldson, your Alaska Link.
I'm sure I'm not the only one hoping for some spring-like weather in our forecast. Senior meteorologist Alyssa Triplett joins us now with a look at conditions around our state. Hi, Alyssa.
Hey, Terrell, and it looks like Mother Nature's timing is right on par as we will be talking about some warming conditions. What we are settling into is that some strong high pressure systems just across southern portions there of the Gulf of Alaska, across the Alcan border is this high pressure system that's going to keep conditions drier for Fairbanks, Anchorage, as well as Juneau. And then with these low pressure systems that move out of the northern Pacific into the Bering Sea and continue to lift north, that brings us under that southerly fold, pulling in some of those warmer temperatures across the northern Pacific. We even note that as we head into our Wednesday, temperatures in the North Slope are nearly 20 degrees above normal. Our region here ranges anywhere from about 5 to 10 degrees, but there will be some spots that will continue to talk about warming as we roll over the next few days, as we will hold to those sunny conditions. Now, active weather will persist across those west coastal features, but we'll note that when it comes down to the rest of this week, it could be a bit of a broken record, but I'll dive more into that 7-day in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Alyssa. Turning now to the topic of measles. The CDC says more than a dozen states have reported cases this year. The agency is now making a big push to get kids vaccinated. With more, here's Jonathan Siri.
As spring and summer travel get underway, public health officials are warning about a sharp rise in measles cases around the world. In a health alert issued Monday, the CDC urged doctors to vaccinate babies as young as 6 months old if their families are traveling to a measles-affected country.
It makes me very nervous as a physician. Most of us never saw it. We've never seen measles.
The highly contagious infection was declared eliminated in the U.S. in 2000, but it slowly reemerged due in part to low vaccination rates during the COVID pandemic. According to the CDC, there have been at least 58 confirmed measles cases throughout the country this year, the same number of cases seen in all of 2023. More than 90% have been linked to international travel and mainly involved children 1 year or older who had not been vaccinated. Symptoms to look for include cough, running nose, fever, and a rash.
Literally, if someone's sharing the airspace of this building with measles and they're gone for 2 hours, this area for 2 hours is still contaminated.
Public health officials say unvaccinated people have a 90% chance of becoming infected if they are exposed to measles. Children who are not traveling internationally should receive their first dose between ages 12 to 15 months old. The CDC recommends isolating for 3 weeks if your kids are unvaccinated and have been exposed to measles. In Atlanta, Jonathan Siri, Fox News.
The annual Kachemak Bay Science Conference is happening right now in Homer, and that's where we'll begin today's trip around Alaska. The annual event, held at Kenai Peninsula College's Kachemak Bay campus, is actually happening in person for the first time since 2018. Scientists are in Homer talking about Kachemak Bay and its surrounding coasts and waters. The goal? To help inform each other and the public about the state of our ecosystem. Officers with the North Pole Police Department recently completed over 20 hours of what's called defensive control tactic training. Officials say this training is essential for de-escalating dangerous situations. The officers in North Pole also practiced using the department's new RAP immobilization device, which allows them to passively restrain combative individuals. The World Ice Championships are nearing the end in Fairbanks, and Senator Dan Sullivan shared this video showing some of the sculptures on display. They were created by artists from our state, across the country, and around the world. You can check them out at the Tanana State Fairgrounds through the end of the month. And finally, the slopes at Alyeska Resort were filled with folks wearing green and gold. The ski resort in Girdwood welcomes students and staff from the University of Alaska Anchorage for a special UAA day. The school's mascot, Spirit the Seawolf, was there too, and it looks like everyone had a lot of fun. That'll do it for our trip around Alaska. And some fun news for you music lovers out there. Alternative rock band Group Love just announced a tour stop at the Alaska Airlines Center in Anchorage. The concert is planned for Wednesday, May 1st. Tickets go on sale to the public this Thursday, March 21st at 10 in the morning. Interested or want to know more? We'll have a link up on youralaska.link.com. Alyssa will be back with a look at your full forecast coming up next. And still to come, Scott Beadle will have the latest on the investigation into Meta involving drug sales. But first, let's meet today's hometown hero.
Hometown Heroes, brought to you by Anchorage Chrysler Dodge Center.
Congratulations to Detective Luffman with the Anchorage Police Department on being awarded the Chief's Letter of Recognition. She's known for seeking out fraud cases committed against some of Anchorage's most vulnerable citizens.